everyone, and welcome to the regular meeting of the Texarkana, Texas City Council. Today is Monday, February the 9th, 2026. We'd like to welcome all of you who are joining us this evening by way of live stream, as well as those who are in the audience. We certainly welcome your attendance. And at this time, I'm going to call on our City Secretary, Ms. Jennifer Evans, to provide a roll call. Ms. Evans? Here.
Here. Ms. Page?
Here.
Ms. Hart?
Here.
Mr. Davis?
Here.
Okay, Councilmember Davis is absent this evening, so with that, I will be voting on matters that come before the council this evening. And our invocation and pledge will be led by Councilmember Cole Metter. If everyone will please stand.
Bow with me, please. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for the opportunity to serve our community. Thank you for the opportunity to serve this group, with this community. Lord, please give us strength and patience as you move us closer to your will. In your heavenly name I ask. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. You may be seated.
We feel that air.
We do have two special presentations this evening, and the first one will be the LifeNet 2025 Annual Report. And Elisa, what have you done to yourself?
I got old, Bob. I got old.
Well, I feel your pain. I umpired my first scrimmage game last Friday night, and I've done something to my knee. And so if I were a horse, they would probably take me out and shoot me right now. So anyway, but glad you're here this evening, and we look forward to your report.
Awesome. Thank you all. Thank you, council members, mayor, and city manager. It's great to present in front of you all again this year. I just want to highlight a few things from this past calendar year about the coverage that LifeNet has provided to the city of Texarkana, Texas. We've responded to 6,516 requests for ambulance service. The least busiest time for transport request is 4 a.m. and the most busiest time for transport request is 10 a.m. On our patient satisfaction surveys, we send those out after every call, and our average rate is 95% of the patients that are satisfied with our services. The busiest months for the city of Texarkana, Texas is January and October. We did 36 community events, and the number of calls for sudden cardiac arrest was 101 with a survival rate of 13%. Now, do not let that alarm you. The national average is around 9%, so we are higher than that. I do want to go over just a few outcomes out of all of those calls, and the majority of the calls that we responded to, about 9.88% was sick person. That's just when they call in and we haven't identified, or they haven't been transported to the hospital to identify exactly what is going on with them, so we code those as sick person. The second highest response is falls, with 7.58%, and then the third highest at 5.52% of those runs were breathing problems that we responded to. The fun part, now that I get to report on, are the enhancements that we did in this past calendar year. We added 6 new vehicles, ALS capabilities, advanced life support capabilities to the Texarkana division. We also increased our training for our staff and added the pediatric advanced life support class and our ITLS, which is our international trauma life support class, to the other certifications that they have to have. The new equipment that we deployed was a Lucas mechanical CPR device, and that's simply a device that is put over the chest to automatically do CPR to take place of the manual chest compressions. We deployed Furno Neomates, and that is a small contraption that fits onto the cot for infants or small individuals that are 7 to 14 pounds, and it just helps strap them in. It's kind of like a car seat that you, the part that you put on there that kind of snugs them in, that's what it does onto the cot. And then we received new stretchers, and we call these power cots. And that is an automated cot that lifts up the patient. So when we get them onto the cot, we can press a button and it lifts them up this way. And then we manually put them into the ambulance. But next year, I will report on. And so that's really exciting because now we only get assistance lifting them up, but we put them into the back of the ambulance and then it automatically pulls those in as well. So it saves on the back, reduces the risk of anything happening to the patients and then the injuries on our employees. So altogether, those are about a $4 million investment that we have done. We also were able to adjust the pay scale for our paramedics. And starting out now, they are able to make $70,000 if they come to work for us. So that was a huge improvement. We invested in significant leadership training, and we are offering EMTs in-house training and also working with the area college to offer paramedic training in-house. So we have strengthened our staffing pipeline. And I will take any questions now. I just wanted to briefly talk about some great things that's been happening for the city of Texarkana, Texas.
Well, very good. Thank you very much. I just have one quick question.
Okay.
So how many paramedics do you have here work in this local area?
Do you know that locally, Darren? I have Darren Higgs, he's our area Texas, I'm sorry, I did not introduce them.
Evening,
Darren
Darren.
Higgs, our area Texas director, and then Adam Oliver is our chief operating officer.
Thank you, Joe.
So we have here, we have about 50 full-time,
Okay,
and then we have about 10 or 12 that are part-time.
okay, all right. Thank you, Darren.
We employ part-time, full-time and part-time, all employees across the company. We're a little shy under 500.
Okay.
So, and we operate in 3 states and are a nonprofit for those who don't know who we are.
Okay. Do I have any questions by the council regarding the presentation?
Mayor, let me say one other thing, that's the paramedics that we have.
Yes.
We also have that many EMTs,
Okay.
and probably 30 people working with
Staff, yeah.
as well as with department, office, and HR, and the other things. I think we have about 150 people in this area.
Okay, all right, very good. Thank you.
I do have a question now.
Mr. Thompson?
So what is the difference between a paramedic and an EMT?
Certifications
Yeah.
are basic, and you can add on to this as well.
EMTs are basic and paramedics are,
Paramedics are able to administer some medications as well,
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
EMTs, they drive as well as assist the paramedic. And it's about we do 11, 12-week training course, and then a paramedic course is for 1 year, and they have to get an additional certification for that, and pharmacology and.
other more certifications.
Sure, yeah, they're gonna be the ones administering the meds and taking care of you in the back of the ambulance.
Take care of it.
Yes,
What's the,
Jeans.
what's the pay for the EMTs?
The EMTs, right now, we start out at 37,000, but we will be raising those this next budget year. We just had to do those in a stair step.
All right, any other questions? Okay, Lisa, well, thank you very much for taking the time to be here this evening and also providing this written copy. We certainly appreciate it. and
Awesome, thank
appreciate
y'all
everything
very
y'all do.
much.
All right, hope you have a speedy recovery.
Thank you.
All right. At this time, we'll move along to item number 2, which is the Texarkana Youth Advisory Council, the 2026 YAC Summit. And we have our president of the organization is Trinity Chase, and then Chiquita Burks represents the city of Texarkana, Texas from an administrative standpoint. Chiquita, thank you for all you do with the program. And so, ladies, I'm going to turn it over to you. If you please will introduce yourselves, so we'll have that for our record. And we look forward to your presentation.
I'm Trinity Chase. I'm the president.
I'm Brandy Bradley.
Brianna Love.
And if you will also just share with us which school district you represent.
Me and Bree are from Pleasant Grove.
Okay.
And I'm from Texas High School.
Okay. All right then.
And then we also have some people in the audience. We have Tucker Keeney from Pleasant Grove,
Tucker, please stand.
Jack Jonassy from Trinity, and then we have Jalen Dowden from Texas High.
Okay.
So,
Thank you all for being here this evening as well, okay?
okay, so the end of January, the 30th through February 1st, we went to Cedar Hill and we did a summit with over 300 different youth advisory councils. And it was split up among the 3 days. And the first day, okay, okay, guys, I'm bad at tech, and he even explained this to me, and I'm so sorry. So the first day, we got there a little late. We did get to go to, it was like a trampoline park, and we got to meet a bunch of new people and start introducing ourselves. So that was super fun. And then day 2, we listened to keynote speaker Wes Woodson. He talked about the importance of mental health and his experiences with mental health growing as a teenager and how important it is to invest in your mental health. And then we also went to what they call breakout sessions. So they would split us up into groups and we would get to choose where we wanted to go. And I went to some breakout sessions about healthy relationships and the importance of setting boundaries and what a boundary is. It was very fun. And they went to some different ones, so I'll let them talk about that.
So I have learned a lot of things about like financial aid for high school senior, leadership skill, and also how to build relationship, like healthy relationship with others. But on top of it, the one thing that I have learned about other cities is how to introduce our city like better than before. So like we have lunch time and breakout sessions. So we usually exchange things like candies, pins, pens, and toys with each other. But there's the only thing that I feel we should do next year to introduce our city. So I bring it with me in here. It's just like hand sanitizer, but I feel like this is something that they bring with them like daily, and every single time they use it, they get trained to see our name again. So if it's candy, it's just like they just eat it like one time and they just throw it away. Or I mean, they like to collect like pins and toys, but I feel like this is something that they're gonna use like daily, and like they just bring it with them. And with some design like this, they just can put it in their like key and like personal items. So I feel like if we go to the submit next year, we should do something like this. So that's all my idea.
Very good.
Do you have anything to say? The same one. Okay. So on day 2 as well, we got to go to a semi-formal event. Late that night, they held a semi-formal event at their library, and they had a dance floor, which Brandy was really enjoying. And then
You have some pictures of that.
I do not have pictures of her dancing.
They were
I
too
wish I
busy
would've
to take
gotten
pictures
some.
of that.
But they had games. They had a game room where you could go play video games. They had board games and food trucks, and it was a whole lot of fun. And then the last day, we got to bond really as a group. We didn't really have time to finish up going to really anything there, but we did get to bond as a group and grow closer, so that was definitely super fun because at the start of this, we didn't know each other very well. So it was very fun, and we had a great time. And then thank you to our advisors, because we would not be able to do anything without any of you. Thank you, Ms. Matlock, Ms. Page, Dr. Orr, and Ms. Burks, because we couldn't do anything we do without you. So thank you so much.
I'd like to say something, Dr.
Yeah.
Orr. They made such an impression of the ones that were there last year that the people from the other councils were looking for them this year. They were looking for them and wanted to meet with them again. So this was a good group this time, just a really good group.
Thank you, Ms. Matlock. Appreciate that. And Trinity, thank you for your leadership. And you all are having a very good year, and so we appreciate everything that you're learning about city government, and we really commend you for what you're doing. So keep up the good work. At this time, I'll move along to Mayor's remarks and items of community interest. Our next council meeting will be held on Monday, March the 9th at 6 p.m., and then our meeting in April will be held on Monday, April the 13th at 6 p.m. here in the council chambers. And our Parks and Recreation activities on February the 21st to 22nd, we'll have the BASC softball tournament at the Swanger Complex. February 26th and 27th, Parks and Recreation Fishing Derby at Spring Lake Park. And then February the 28th through March the 1st will be the NCS softball tournament at Swanger Complex. And then March the 7th and 8th, the USSSA baseball tournament at Swanger Complex. And then also this coming Sunday, February the 15th, we will be having the annual Run the Line race event by partnership for the Pathways, and so that will kick off at 7:30 a.m. Downtown at the intersection of West Broad Street and Texas Boulevard. And so we look forward to this event each year. It's a great opportunity for this organization to raise funds to continue our trails program throughout the cities, both sides of the state line. And so we look forward to having that event in our community. A lot of people come into our community from other states and states that are quite far away from here. And so we always look forward to having them here, and it's also a good sales tax driver for the city as well. Additional Parks and Recreation information can be found on the city's website at www.texarkanatexas.gov. Also at the Pro Theater, upcoming events, the Texarkana Symphony Orchestra will present Country Jukebox on March the 7th at 7 p.m. And then tickets for the Pro Theater shows are available at parotheater.org. And then also I'd like to share some remarks this evening. Last Thursday evening, we had the annual chamber banquet by the Texarkana USA Chamber of Commerce. I see Dr. Hickerson in the audience this evening, and it was held at Northridge Country Club. The original event had to be postponed due to the inclement weather that we had, and it was rescheduled for last Thursday, and it was an outstanding event. It was held in the main ballroom at the Northridge Country Club, and it was elbow to elbow in the room. I was over against the wall myself, so but we had a great turnout for that, and we had a lot of city precipitation, I meant participation, I think. So we had, I'd like to recognize Reed Russell and also J.W. Bramlett. They helped to MC the program throughout the evening, and they did an outstanding job. And then our city manager, Dr. David Orr, received the Truman Trailblazer Award for his outstanding work leading our city. So Dr. Orr, congratulations for that award and the great work that you do. And then everyone knows former Mayor James Bramlett. Former Mayor James Bramlett received the C.E. Palmer Award, which is the Chamber's most prestigious award. And so I want to congratulate former Mayor Bramlett. Dr. Hickerson, I really enjoyed the video leading up to that announcement. And it clicked with me who the recipient was when you and Joey were sitting in a room at the chamber and you had your beans and cornbread there. I thought, it's got to be James Bramlett. So anyway, great job with that video. And then I was honored, along with Mayor Brown, we were asked to be featured in a video. And so my daughters, Liz and Olivia, were in the video with myself, and then Mayor Brown and his three sons were also included in the video, and I was trying to be very professional and proper. I did not know they were going to play a bloopers segment of that video, but I really enjoyed watching that, and my daughters also enjoyed being a part of that. So Dr. Hickerson, another outstanding banquet this year, and we look forward to next year. So appreciate everything that you and your staff are doing at the Chamber. Is there anything you want to add to that?
No, just thank you very much to the city for your long-standing partnership with the chamber and all you do for the community. And
good, and thank you for your attendance here this evening at our council meeting as well. At this time, we'll move along to our open forum, comments from the public. If there's anyone in the audience this evening who would like to address the council, you're welcome to do so. If you are here this evening to speak on behalf of one of our public hearing items, then I would please ask if you will wait until we get to that particular public hearing item. We'll be more than happy to listen to your comments at that time. We also ask that you complete one of these sheets that can be found by the door, so that we will have a written record of your attendance this evening. I do have one sheet that's been filled out, and in case I did not mention, you will have up to 5 minutes to speak on the topic of your choice. We have Shayla L. Howard, who would like to address the council in reference to water meters. Ms. Howard, are you in the audience? Okay, ma'am, if you'd please come forward to the podium, and if you'll please state your name for the record. Is it Sheila? Okay, I'm sorry. I missaw that. So, okay. Thank you, Sheila.
Good
All right,
evening.
Sheila Howard. All right, if you'll please state your name for the record.
My
Yes,
name
ma'am.
is Sheila Howard, and I'm here with concern about the water meters. I live in the area of Beverly in the 100 block of Lumpkin Street, and I happened to go out and put my trash out, and I found out my water meter has been locked. Well, I called this water company to find out why it's locked. It's never been locked before, and I can't get an answer why it's locked. Well, it's 8 houses on my block and only 2 locked, which is mine and the next door neighbor's water meter. So my concern was just why are they locked? And when I called the water company, they stated that, I asked them, I said, with the snow that we had this past month, if I had a leak, how would I be able to cut my water off? And they said, call the water company and they would automatically cut it off from the office. But also, and somebody else told me that if I had a leak, just call the city and they'll come out. But what if somebody working at somebody else's house, my water is leaking, it'll probably be leaking until that person can get there. So my concern is just why the meter's locked. Some locked and some are not locked.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ms. Howard, I'll share with you. I know that at my residence where I live, I have a house meter, and then I also have an irrigation meter. And my meters are, the meter lids are also locked. And I'm assuming that perhaps that is in the event so that the water meters cannot be tampered with. Perhaps, I'm not sure, for Dr. Orr may be able to clarify that, but the ones at my house are also locked as well. So, Dr. Orr?
Yes, Mayor. I believe that is correct, that they are locked typically for tampering, but in terms of why some are locked and some are not on your street, we'll have to get with our Texarkana Water Utility staff, and we can get you some answers on that.
And I also need to know why some of them are painted blue too. They came out and I guess spray painted top of them blue, and there's only one on the street that's blue. So nobody know what's going on.
Yes, ma'am. I know that usually blue is the color, when you have different utilities involved for marking and that sort of thing, that usually the blue color is for water facilities, or so it may possibly have something to do with that. Like I said, each utility has its own respective color when they go out to do markings before digging, dialing 811 and that sort of thing. So it could be something to that. So.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's all. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for being here this evening. Appreciate your attendance. Okay. Open forum, comments from the public is still open. If there's anyone else who would like to address the council, if you'll please come forward. Yes, ma'am. If you'll please state your name for the record.
Yes, Taylor Bradshaw.
Good afternoon. Or, excuse me. Good evening, Ms. Bradshaw.
Good evening, thank you. I'm just following up from the last city council meeting I spoke. I'm a concerned resident. My water usage is what I'm concerned about. The bills are high, and I understand that the fees factor into that, but my extreme increase in water usage is where I have a concern. The water company has been helpful since the last meeting and coming out, and they were able to put me on a meter that reads hour by hour, and that shows that there's a lot of hours of no usage. So they're kind of coming to the same bafflement that I'm in. And so my question today is there a formal investigation in the water company, whether it be usage, which I think that the reading error is what is leading into the billing error. But is there informal investigation? And if so, is that going to be completed by the city? And when can the residents expect answers onto those findings? Or is there any type of plan on the city's part to help the concerned citizens that are concerned about being able to pay their water?
Well, I'm not familiar with any sort of what you referred to as far as a type of investigation. I do know that when our citizens contact the water company with a concern, that is followed up. We also had a meeting last Monday evening at the Southwest Center for citizens to attend in case they had questions, and we had TWU employees there, city staff were there, I was there as well, and then we had a representative from the electronic metering company who was there as well. So, no, ma'am, I'm not aware of any kind of what we would call an investigation, but if we have an inquiry from a TWU customer, then those are looked into right away.
Well, that was what I requested. So the last time that I came and spoke, that's what I requested, was that for there to be an investigation, right? And so that was, last time there wasn't a whole lot of answers. I think it was just more hearing the concerns of the citizens. And I know that they had that meeting on education of the bills and how they read and all that. But that was what I wanted to come up and ask is there going to be any type of anything else other than just on an individual basis? If you have a concern, contact the water company, and then whatever they say is kind of where it ends.
I'm not aware of anything that would warrant an investigation into that. Like I said, if a citizen has a concern or question about their usage, they can certainly contact the water utilities, and it will be looked into promptly.
What information do you think that you would need to have a concern to open an investigation?
Well, I don't really know. I mean, it would have to be something that would have to be brought to the attention of the water utilities or to the city that would prompt that.
I guess that's what I'm here to do today, to bring it to the attention of the city.
Okay, so what's your basis for that?
The extreme increase in usage, gallons, right? I've lived in my residence for 5 years, and 7,000 gallons a month is where we were at, which is a little high, but having a pool and water in the yard, it makes sense, right? So to go from that for 4 years to 50,000 gallons some month, and even now this last month, 30,000 gallons with confirmation that there's not an active leak, that's the concern. And so the water company, again, they've put me on the new smart meter that says, yes, let's give you a better breakdown of here's your hourly usage. But when they've confirmed there's some days I only use 85 gallons in a day, and then I have spikes of 400 to 500 gallons an hour that they haven't been able to help me solve. And they've been helpful. They've been, let's come out and check it and look at it together. And the customer relations, I'm not sure of his exact title. I mean, he's, messaging me every few days, giving me an update, and there'll be 5 or 6 days that's good, and then just an increase that they're not able to help me explain.
Well, I would think that was something that would need to be continued to be monitored in the event to try to determine what may be causing that usage. I do appreciate your sharing with us that the staff has been responsive, when you contact them to monitor your usage and that sort of thing. But, I guess I would refer that to more of an inquiry than a quote investigation, as far as looking into your particular case.
Okay, it's just my understanding there's more than just my particular case, and I don't know, I know that I'm the only one speaking here maybe on that specifically tonight, but it seems to be that it's just more than myself having this specific problem.
Right, well, we've had other customers who have also contacted us in reference to questions about their usage and their water bills, and those have also been looked into as well. And so it's just something that will continue that, as we get inquiries, that we will respond and look into.
Okay, thank you.
If you don't mind, have you filled out one of these? Okay, yes, if you would please provide that to the city secretary, Ms. Evans. All right. And thank you for your time this evening, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, is there anyone else who would like to address the council this evening? Okay, we'll go ahead at this time and move along to our open forum comment. We've already done open forum. We'll now move along to appointments to boards, commissions, and committees. Do we have any appointments or any reappointments to be made by the council this evening?
Yes, Mayor. I have 3 reappointments. The first one is to the ATA, Artex Council of Government, Jean Matlock and Mary Hart, reappointed.
Okay.
Yes.
That's all?
And I have the Bi-State IAC for Mayor Brueggemann and the T-Line Mayor Brueggemann.
Okay, all right, thank you, Ms. Page. And I do have one reappointment this evening. I would like to reappoint Mr. Jason Thompson to the Airport Authority Board. Are there any others to be made by the council this evening? If not, I'll entertain a motion for approval. Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
We have a motion by Councilmember Matlock. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember, there was a close tie there. I'm going to yield. Okay, all right. Second by Councilmember Hart. And all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Those appointments have been made. I appreciate those being reappointed and appointments to be made this evening. At this time, move along to our items for consideration. We do have 5 items pertaining to consent items. Consider approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of the City Council held on January 12th, 2026. Item number 2 is resolution number 2026-018, ratifying a contract with Forvis Mazars, LLP of Rogers, Arkansas, to perform the annual financial audit for the City of Texarkana, Texas, and Texarkana Water Utilities, TWU, for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2025, and in an amount not to exceed $178,500, with funds budgeted in the General Fund, Fund 101, and the Texarkana Water Utilities Fund, Fund 61, 62, 71, 81, and 82. Item 3, ordinance number 2026-022, amending budgeted expenditures for the General Fund, Fund 101, and adding an amount of $4,402,568.58 for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2025 and ending September 30th, 2026 for one-time use of fund balance expenditures budgeted and unspent in the preceding fiscal year. Ordinance number 2026-024, amending the interlocal agreement with Texarkana College for the design and construction of the Assembly Line building located at 215 Pine Street, authorizing expenditures for the design and construction of the project in an amount not to exceed $2,952,286.15 for Texarkana College and $73,069.08 for Bill Patton, and amending budgeted revenues and expenditures in the Assembly Line Fund, Fund 249, to add $500,000 for unspent Temple Foundation grant funds. Item 5, resolution number 2026-025, authorizing the city manager to execute a contract with Co-File Technologies Incorporated of Dallas, Texas, to perform services related to the imaging and indexing of records in the Vital Statistics Department for an amount not to exceed $304,945.85, with funds budgeted in the General Fund, Fund 101. Unless a council member would like to pull one or more items for further consideration, I will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as it has been presented. Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
We have a motion by Councilmember Page. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Thompson. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The consent agenda has been approved. We do not have any action items scheduled this evening. We'll now move along to first briefings, and we have one first briefing item, which relates to ordinance number 2026-021, rezoning the east 50 feet by 66 feet of Lot 12, Block 17, Rochelle Heights, located at 507 West 38th Street in Ward 3, from Single Family 2 to 2 Family 2, Jamison Titus, owner. And this evening we have Laura Puckett from our city staff to brief the council on this item. Good evening, Laura.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. The applicant in this, the applicant purchased this property and it had a duplex that was already there. He's wanting to change the zoning to reflect the use of the duplex. It's currently zoned single-family 2, and he would like for it to go to two-family 2. Staff and P and Z recommended for approval of this request. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Okay. Any questions for Laura? Mr.
It's already
Thompson?
been used as.
It was, when
He
he
just
bought it,
wanted
it was
the property
already a
zoned.
duplex. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Somebody remodeled it
That's-
without permits, and now we're trying to correct it.
Okay, all right. Any other questions for Laura on this item? Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. At this time, move along to our public hearing items. This evening, council, items 1 and 2 are related, and then I'll have to update you on an item as we move further along through our public hearings. Public hearing item number 1, ordinance number 2026-001, rezoning on Lot 2, Block 3, West Beverly, located at 1009 Blanton Street in Ward 2, from single-family 2 to single-family 3. Bernard, I can't pronounce that. How's
Gabriel.
Okay.
Bernardino.
Gabriel, owner. At this time, I declare the public hearing open on this item. If anyone would like to address the council, please come forward and state your name for the record. Not seeing anyone coming forward at this time, I declare the public hearing closed. Is there a motion for approval of the ordinance?
So moved.
We have a motion by Councilmember Hart. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Matlock. Ms. Evans, the caption, please.
An ordinance of the City Council of the City of Texarkana, Texas, amending the zoning ordinance of the City of Texarkana, Texas by rezoning on Lot 2, Block 3, West Beverly, located at 1009 Blanton Street in the City of Texarkana, Bowie County, Texas, from single-family 2 to single-family 3, containing a repealer clause, containing a severability clause, and establishing an effective date.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ordinance passes unanimously. Item number 2 is ordinance number 2026-002, granting a specific use permit to allow the location of a HUD code manufactured home on Lot 2, Block 3, West Beverly, located at 1009 Blanton Street in Ward 2. Ms. Matlock, help me with that name again.
Bernardino.
Bernardino Gabriel, owner. At this time, I declare the public hearing open on this item. If anyone would like to address the council, please come forward. At this time, I declare the public hearing closed. Is there a motion for approval of the ordinance?
So moved.
Motion by Councilmember Hart. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Metter. Ms. Evans, the caption, please.
An ordinance of the City Council of the City of Texarkana, Texas, amending the zoning map showing the location, boundary, and use of certain property by the granting of specific use permit number S-820 for the location of a HUD code manufactured home on Lot 2, Block 3, West Beverly, located at 1009 Blanton Street in the City of Texarkana, Bowie County, Texas, containing a repealer clause, containing a severability clause, and establishing an effective date.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ordinance passes. Item number 3 is ordinance number 2026-003, amending PD-02-13 for site plan approval on Lot 1, Block 1, Healthcare Express subdivision located at 4302 Galleria Oaks Drive in Ward 5. Josh and Ashley Talley, owners, and Vance Lyles, MTG Engineers and Surveyors, agent. At this time, I declare the public hearing open on this item. If anyone would like to address the council, please come forward.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Thank y'all for your time this evening. Vance Lyles with MTG Engineers and Surveyors.
Good evening, Mr. Lyles. Glad to have you with us.
Thank you. We presented this site plan, so if y'all have any questions or have any questions for me, just let me know.
Any questions for Mr. Lyles? Okay, thank you,
y'all.
sir. Appreciate your time. Public hearing is still open on this item. If anyone else would like to address the council, please come forward. At this time, I declare the public hearing closed. Is there a motion for approval of the ordinance?
So moved.
We have a motion by Councilmember Metter. Is there a second? Second by Councilmember Page. Ms. Evans, the caption, please.
An ordinance of the City Council of the City of Texarkana, Texas, amending PD-02-13 GR for site plan approval on Lot 1, Block 1, Healthcare Express subdivision, located at 4302 Galleria Oaks Drive in the City of Texarkana, Bowie County, Texas, containing a repealer clause, containing a severability clause, and establishing an effective date.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ordinance passes. We'll now move along to item number 4, and council item 4 and item 6 are related. We did receive word this afternoon to the city by email requesting that item 6, which pertains to ordinance number 2026-020 for site plan approval, the request was made by the applicant to withdraw that particular item from our public hearing agenda this evening. So we will be covering items 4 and 5, and then item 6 has been withdrawn. Laura, is there anything else you need to add on that?
Sir, and I have Mr. Jordan here if you have questions.
Okay, Wes Jordan. All right, Mr. Jordan, good to see you this evening, sir. Thank you, Mayor. Okay. All right, so item number 4 relates to ordinance number 2026-005, rezoning an approximate .972 acre tract of land, being Tract 3 JM Golf Headright Survey, A-244, located at 3506 Moores Lane in Ward 6, from agriculture to planned development general retail. Raymond Jordan, owner, and Jason Epinette, agent. At this time, I declare the public hearing open on this item. If anyone would like to address the council, if you'll please come forward. Not seeing anyone coming forward at this time, I'll declare the public hearing closed. Is there a motion for approval of the ordinance?
So moved.
We have a motion by Councilmember Thompson. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Hart. Ms. Evans, the caption, please.
An ordinance of the City Council of the City of Texarkana, Texas, amending the zoning ordinance of the City of Texarkana, Texas, by rezoning an approximate 0.972 acre tract of land, being Tract 3, JM Golf HRS A-244, located at 3506 Moores Lane in the City of Texarkana, Bowie County, Texas, from agriculture to planned development general retail, containing a repealer clause, containing a severability clause, and establishing an effective date.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ordinance passes. Item number 5 is ordinance number 2026-015, closing and abandoning 4 right-of-way tracts of .271 acres, 0.86 acres, .334 acres, and .226 acres located south of South 8th Street and east of South Lilia Avenue in Ward 1 in the Factory Heights addition. At this time, I declare the public hearing open on this item. If anyone would like to address the council, please come forward and state your name for the record. At this time, I declare the public hearing closed. Is there a motion for approval of the ordinance?
So, second.
We have a motion by Councilmember Page, and there is a second by Councilmember Matlock. Ms. Evans, the caption, please.
An ordinance of the City Council of the City of Texarkana, Texas, closing and abandoning 4 tracts located south of South 8th Street and east of South Lilia Drive, located in the Factory Heights addition in the City of Texarkana, Bowie County, Texas, containing a repealer clause, providing for a severability clause, and establishing an effective date.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ordinance passes. All right. And then once again, council, item number 6 has been withdrawn. This concludes our public hearings portion of the agenda. At this time, move along to the city manager's report. Dr. Orr.
And council, so just a few updates to pass along to you tonight. I'll make this screen a little bit larger so everyone can see it in the audience. Wanted to pass along our economic development report for quarter 4. That was 2025 has been released. And so this highlights our economic development activity, new businesses that are announced or opening commercial and residential construction activity, and ongoing initiatives. So this past quarter, the big news was that with our reactivation of our Industrial Development Corporation, thanks to the council appointment of a new board, it's now fully compliant and positioned for long-term industrial growth. And so also just kind of a recap from 2025, we had 42 overall development-related activities over the past year for economic development, with inquiries spanning from manufacturing, energy, pharmaceuticals, advanced technology, and construction. So there's more information on our website, and you can visit texarkanatexas.gov/economic development. And then also just wanted to recap the water forum that you mentioned earlier, Mayor. So again, that forum was held last Monday, February 2nd at the Southwest Center, provided residents with an opportunity to ask questions and stay informed about the current and future water initiatives. And so we had multiple topics, including the advanced metering infrastructure that as of today is 64% in place. Our system improvements, system-wide, upcoming water and sewer projects, our service line inventory, as well as Riverbend Regional Water Infrastructure Program as part of the new treatment plant out at Tex Americas. So a lot going on in the water world, and so it was an opportunity to ask questions one-on-one and hopefully get some answers for our residents. Following the forum, we have established a TW water loss response team. And so actually earlier with Ms. Bradshaw's comments, she's one of the residents that's received the response team out to her house to take a look and try to identify water loss at her location. And so because of the significant number of these involve individual circumstances, this water response team will provide direct support for potential issues and help the customers towards solutions. Finally, we have an updated FAQ document that's at your stations. We also have copies as well here at City Hall and at TW, as well as on our website. This FAQ is based on feedback from our residents that we received Monday night. So we've added some additional questions, as well as a range of topics, billing components, rate comparisons, statewide usage patterns, timelines for all the different timeline or projects that we went over on Monday night. So again, that document can be found on our website. It's on our homepage as well, and just encourage residents to take a look at the FAQs as well. And then the last item I just wanted to mention, many of y'all now know, but Vachil Fernandez is leaving us, and so he's known to many of our residents as the tall guy at City Hall. And so we're going to miss him, but we know him as a trusted leader and a great friend. And so he's taking his next step career-wise, and but we're grateful for the work that he's given Texarkana over the last 6 years. So just want to wish Vachil and his family all the best in his future career.
Okay, and David, remind me, when will he be leaving?
His last day was actually Friday, but
Oh,
in
okay.
typical Vachil fashion, he was still here today. So
Okay.
finishing
Well,
up some things.
Right, we certainly want to thank Vachil for his many contributions to the city. An individual who would be willing to do anything to take on a task or a project in the betterment of our citizens, and just want to wish he and his family much success where he's going, and I know that he will be an asset to the community he's going to, and will provide many great things for that particular city as well. So just want to thank him once again for, I can't believe he's been here 6 years. It just seems like a month ago or a year ago that he was here. So anyway, but wish him much success. All right. Anything else, David? Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Now move along to administrative comments. Item 1 is City Council. Any comments from the council this evening to the staff? I just want to thank everyone involved in setting up the workshop last week. I thought it was very well done. Had very good representation. Had a chance to visit with some citizens there, and I think that was something very positive for our citizens, letting them know that, you know, we have concerns, we have those concerns, and we certainly want to follow up in a timely manner. And so just appreciate all those who were involved with that workshop last Monday. Any other comments from the council this evening? Okay, if not, then we'll I'll entertain a motion for adjournment. Is there a motion for adjournment? Okay, we have a motion by Councilmember Page and a second by Councilmember Hart. And once again, I want to thank all of you joining us in the audience this evening, as well as those who joined us online. And so we have a motion and a second for adjournment. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. We are adjourned. Thank you all very much.